Hey y'all, this is Dr. Sean Mary at Mountain Lookout Chiropractic, and I'm going to go over a few exercises that we can do to start to get some more range of motion and mobility, fighting against this upper cross syndrome or text neck posture that we see often. So the biggest thing with that posture that we want to correct is a lot of that thoracic extension, and so this is a great exercise to accomplish that, and this is called the prayer stretch. So I'm going to have Dr. Bard do here. She's going to raise this dowel up towards her forehead, and then keeping her back straight from her pelvis to her head, she's going to start to hinge her hips backwards toward her heels and allow her chest to drop toward the floor here. And you can pair this movement with your breath as well. So as you breathe in and breathe out, you can kind of sink deeper into the position here. And so Dr. Bard will hang out here and do a few breaths in this position. Each time she breathes in, trying to breathe into her belly, and then as she breathes out, trying to let this part of her back and almost the front of her chest sort of sink towards the floor. And this is a really great stretch to achieve some more thoracic extension. So this is another great exercise to help us get a little bit more of that thoracic extension into the mid-back. And so Dr. Bard, what she's going to do here is we have a foam roller behind her scapula on her back. And what she's going to do is she's going to interlock her fingers behind her head and then bring her elbows forward as best she can. And then in this position, we want to keep our pelvis and our hips on the ground or on the table. And we just want to focus on getting that extension over the foam roller. And so something to watch out for is just creating a lot more low back extension versus mid back extension. And so we want to keep the abs engaged during this exercise. So what she's going to do is she's going to breathe in. And then as she breathes out, she's going to kind of hinge over this foam roller in her mid back, just keeping aware of any sort of big rib flare or extension in the lumbar spine as well. And then she can hang out at a certain spot, take a deep breath in, take a breath out, and as she breathes out, she'll sink into that position a little bit deeper. And then after you've done a few breaths at a certain spot, you can just roll the foam roller a little further up the back and repeat that process in the same manner. Alrighty, y'all, so this is a great strength exercise to help strengthen the rhomboids and other musculature in the upper back to kind of fight against the kind of upper cross syndrome, text neck posture. And this is a great way to start to open that posture back up. And so this is called a band pull apart. And so what Dr. Kenzie is doing, she's holding the band with her palms facing the ceiling. And what she's going to do is she's going to squeeze her scapula together, and then she's going to pull the band until it touches her chest, and then back apart. And she's going to repeat that process at least 10 times. And you could do this about 3 sets of this, and that'd be a great way to start to strengthen and kind of activate all that posterior musculature of the upper back. And so I'll have Dr. Kenzie turn around here a little bit so you can turn and face this way actually. And so that scapular retraction that I'm talking about is kind of squeezing the shoulder blades together to initiate the rhomboids a little bit, and then pulling the band apart to her chest after she initiates that squeeze with the scaps.